Hey everybody, I'm back again. Now this is a different video, my second time recording as well. Um, I'm not gonna go on about like, oh, where have I been? How come I haven't uploaded? Yada yada yada. This is a video about my thoughts and opinions on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, as someone who streams and primarily streams and records, Dead by Daylight. Um, I guess I'll start from the beginning. Once I heard about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, once I heard it was being made by the same guys that did the Friday the 13th game, I got very excited because me and my friends, a lot of us loved the Friday the 13th game. We used to play it all the fucking time. We had so many laughs. There were points where I would like tear up from how funny some of the moments were. And eventually, the whole lawsuit thing happened with the game, and the team couldn't work on the game no more. They had to stop. They had to stop working on the game. And once I heard they were doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, I was excited. Like, I'll admit, I was excited. I was all for it, to the point that when it came to the technical test, I approached the PR guys, and I spoke honestly with them. I told them that, like, hey, I'm a big fan of the Friday the 13th series, and once I heard you guys were doing up this game, I would love to, expose this game to a bunch of people as possible to get this game as popular as possible over on Twitch. And they said they were like, yeah, they said sure, they agreed. Provided I didn't, upload this, upload that, yada yada yada. They agreed, and yeah, I got to play the technical test, which was only available on Steam at the time, and I gotta admit, I had fun. I had a great time. It was so cool running into other content creators as well. Talking in game with people. I had so much fun, so many laughs. There were even victim players who were so into character that every time they got attacked, they would just scream and everything. As that character. Excuse me. But there was a couple problems in the technical test, as any beta, alpha, whatever you want to call it, would have. And the technical test issues which I ran into were hitboxes. The game was a bit stuttery here and there. The family felt fine. Playing as the family felt fine, in my honest opinion. Playing as the survivors felt fine, in my honest opinion. There was like bugs here and there, yeah, like I said. The only issue I saw in the technical test was Connie, where, I thought her ability, playing as Connie, it's like, haha, I've got so much power, I can just instantly unlock any door I want if I have my ability, and as long as I have a lockpick. I found that to be extremely overpowered, to the point that I said, oh, they're going to nerf this chick to the ground when the full game comes out. Boy, was I wrong. So the technical test came and went. And if you would like to see footage of me playing the technical test, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below, or the annotations, whatever YouTube lets me do. Time came and went. Technical test was over, and the full game is out. The full game came out on August 18th. I approached the same guys again because they were giving away Steam codes, keys for the game, depending on your platform. I approached them hoping, hey, I got lucky once, maybe I'll get lucky again, and I did. I'll admit, yeah, I got the game for free, essentially. And boy, have I been having so much fun. I've been having so much fun. I've been playing it non-stop since the game first came out on stream. I've been playing with people who watch me. But I do have some things to address. I guess I'll talk about the family first, because the family is the easiest to talk about. The cook, I love the cook. I love playing as the cook. Me, personally, I see no issues with the cook. If you're fighting like a high level cook, good luck, because one of his abilities is if he marks you, everybody on his team can see you as well if he marks you. That's one of his abilities. Hitchhiker, easy peasy, no brainer. Hitchhiker's easy. Just, be smart where you put your traps. I usually like to put my traps in front of the generators and the fuse box, and then I just leave it alone. And if my traps get disabled, I'll look around. If I see no one, I'll reset them. Sissy, I've not really played as Sissy, but I've seen a lot of Sissy gameplay from the people who play with me. And Sissy's, a lot of people love Sissy. She can poison items, she can poison health bottles, and if you level her up to a certain point, she can poison generators and fuse boxes as well, which I've yet to see, and I'm curious to see how that would look and work. Johnny, now, let's talk about Johnny. I don't like Johnny. I'll be real. I don't like Johnny. I like how he looks. He looks good. You know? He looks good. The voice actor for him sounds great. Gameplay-wise, when it comes to his ability, I don't like it. I'll be real. I don't like it. He's a faster cook, basically. He is a faster cook. He runs faster than the cook and everything. But I don't like his ability, and there have been others who have told me as well they don't really understand how his ability works. They don't really like how his ability is either. Yada, yada, yada. And another thing I will address about Johnny, and I'm not the only one to experience this. So if you're playing as the victim, and if you are getting hit by one of the family members, you'll most likely get hit maybe once or twice. And then, you know, you can just escape, provided you're mashing said button to, like, sprint away. Johnny, for some reason, you can't do that with. I don't know if it's because Johnny attacks too damn fast. I don't know if maybe Johnny's hitbox, swinging hitbox, is weird or bugged. Because I've actually had a match where I was playing as Leland. The generator was off and everything. I was running down the road to escape from the family house. I saw Leatherface. I tackled him, stunning him for like a little bit. And then I saw Leland. Keep in mind, I had a full bar of stamina. Well, I saw Johnny is what I mean. Keep in mind, I had a full bar of stamina. I was prepared to just tank some hits from Johnny and then just make a mad dash past him. As soon as Johnny hit me, I couldn't escape. I could not get out of his grasp. It's like, again, like either he swings too damn fast or his hitbox is bugged. I just could not escape from Johnny, and I'm not the only one who's experienced this as well. There have been people who have come to the stream telling me about this. Some of the people who play with me have told me that, like, oh yeah, you're right, you can't escape from Johnny. If Johnny hits you, that's it, you're done. You cannot escape from Johnny. Again, I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intended. If it's intended, he swings too damn fast. You're not, especially if you're a low health character, you're not getting out of Johnny's grasp. You're dying until. But you gotta pray, you know. Someone else can like stun him for you to save you. Because if you're by yourself, if it's a 1v1 situation, you versus Johnny, Johnny's winning. You're not escaping. You're not getting out of there. And now we got Leatherface. In the technical test, I saw a lot of people have fun with Leatherface. In game. In the lobby screen, the voice chat, everything. People love playing as him. Now that the full game is out, no one likes playing as him. I don't know why, which I guess I'll agree, because even I don't like playing as Leatherface. I don't know. I can't speak for other people, but in my experience, because when you play as Leatherface, you always start off in the basement of whatever map you're on. And Leatherface is tall. He's very tall. And it's so fucking dark. It is so goddamn dark. Now I understand how Leatherface is and other killers who run into the basement just run past you if you hug like a dark corner or something. It is so dark from the family's perspective if you're in the basement. I just don't have a fun time playing as Leatherface. I have a fun time playing as the Cook because I do love playing as Cook. I'm currently trying to max him out. and I can't wait to experience the other family members. But Leatherface, I gotta be honest, I just don't like playing as him. There have been matches, excuse me. There have been times where I would go into a lobby, I would pick the cook or whatever other family member. Someone else would pick another family member, and the game would be like, "Oh, you need the Leatherface to start." If no one goes Leatherface, then you know they just leave the lobby, forcing everybody to wait for someone to join to beat Leatherface. And if someone does join, the game automatically gives them Leatherface because there needs to be a Leatherface. They'll leave the lobby. Now, again, in the technical test, this was not an issue. Like, people played who they played, you know? And I kind of dig that. I kind of digged the random factor that the technical test did, where you would just queue up and you would get a random character. I do kind of miss that. And I hope they do something to Leatherface to make him more fun to play as, because it's sometimes very hard to get into a match. Luckily, some of the people who play with me just say, "Fuck it, I'll play Leatherface," and they do a way better job than I do. Now, when it comes to the victims, I think the victims are fine. Granted, I've only played as Connie, Julie. Well, I played as all of them actually, but I only have Anna maxed out. I was planning on leveling up Connie, but everyone always insta picks Connie, so it's like, okay, it's kind of impossible. And I love the skill trees. I love the loadouts. I can't wait to see what other cosmetics they have to put into the game, because there's so many Texas Chainsaw movies they can take inspiration from. They can add more victims, more family members. Heck, one of my viewers told me that one of the family members in one of the movies is a sheriff, and he has a gun. He has a straight up shotgun. I hope they add him. I'd be so down for that. I'm just chasing someone and I just blast them. You know, I would love that. And it's really cool because every character maxes out at 10, and then you do whatever you want to do. You do with that character. You can mess with their attributes. You can assign like perks. The perks level up, their skill levels up, all that stuff. And you can even respect the characters in case you don't like what you have and all that stuff. Again, the only character I have a problem with, especially if you're playing as the family, is Connie. Because I thought they were going to nerf Connie to the ground. I'm pretty sure they did not nerf Connie to the ground. Because she still does whatever she wants. I mean, the catch with playing as Connie is she has very low health. And that is the catch. But most Connies do escape by themselves, and if they have a team. Whenever I see a Connie, which is usually every damn game, because no one plays as Sunny, and I hope they do fix Sunny. They make Sunny better to play as. No one plays as Sunny. The only nerf I see to Connie is if, as soon as she activates her ability, no matter what action she does on the lock that she is trying to lock pick with her ability, whether she holds down the button or she mashes it, it should make a loud noise notification for as long as she is on that lock, showing all the family members where she is. So that way it's kind of like a double-edged sword, hey, I have this really cool ability that allows me to pretty much instantly unlock this door, especially if I mash the button really fast. But the catch is everybody can see where I'm at, That is the only nerf I see to that ability. Other than that, me personally, I think everything else is fine. And for those of you who are struggling to play against Connie, if you like playing as the cook, this is usually what I do. Whenever I see a Connie, I insta-lock cook, and I ignore all the bloods for Grandpa. I immediately go to put locks down. The family house, I always go to the backyard. I put a padlock on the fence in the backyard. I put a padlock on the door leading to the backyard, and I even put a padlock on the side door leading to the front of the house. After that, I'll collect some blood, sure. I'll collect some blood until the doors are open. Once the doors are open, I use my ability like crazy. I scout out, I do call outs, and my call outs go crazy. And as soon as Connie is dead, it's hey, now we don't gotta worry about the problem. And it's worked. It's worked many times. We've usually 4K'd, sometimes 3K'd, survivors many times. When it comes to the slaughterhouse or the meat plant, it really depends. If I spawn next to the loading docks building, or whatever the building's called, I'll put padlocks in there. If I spawn next to the slaughterhouse, I'll put padlocks in there. If you spawn next to the slaughterhouse, then you're in luck, because coming from someone who's played the technical test, the slaughterhouse is very easy to escape. That's the fastest escape route in my personal opinion, which is the slaughterhouse. Because you just go in there, especially if you've got Connie's ability, you go in there, you mash it, bam. It's so easy. The gas station map, I'm not very used to playing as playing as family. Playing as victim, I kind of have a good idea of where I'm going. I've escaped, I think, like 3 times on there, because I'm very lost on that map. Other than that, the only other issue I have with the game, and I hope maybe they fix this down the road, or at least change it, I don't like how the level up system works. When you're starting the game for the very first time, all your characters are level 0, and all the levels are tied to your player level. So think of it like the Evil Dead video game. Your player level gets you skill points. Every time you level up, you get skill points. You could dump those skill points into a character, which is easy. Once you have a character, in my case, I have Anna level 10 and I have Cook level 7. It takes so long for you to level up. I believe I'm level 15, 16. It takes so goddamn long to level up. Even if you get the 4K as the family, even if you have the most points in the match, the most experience I've ever gotten is almost 2,000 experience, and it's like, and when you do level up, you just get 5 skill points, and it's like, I want to hurry up and max out like the Cook, for example, so I can play as someone else, I want to experience like the other characters. I'm that type of guy that if I'm leveling up someone, I'll play as that character, I could easily play as, like, in my case, my OP Anna, my unkillable Anna, and just grind experience as her. But I'm the type of guy that I'd like to experience the different characters. Like I would love to try and get good with Johnny, despite me talking about his wonky hitbox. And honestly, that's about it. That's what I think about the game. I think the game is very fun. It is available for everything except for the Switch. If you get it for PS4, it is not crossplay. It is only PS4 players only. If you get it for Xbox One, again, it is not crossplay. It is Xbox One players only. If you get it for the Xbox Series S, X, PS5, and Steam, you can crossplay together. And I know there's another issue which I haven't addressed, and maybe it's because it hasn't happened to me yet, since it mostly happens to Leatherface players, and me, I don't really play Leatherface like that. I know you can, if you do everything correctly, you can infinitely stun Leatherface in the basement. You could do it with Leland, and if everybody has like a bone shiv and all that, and slamming doors on the killer, all that jazz. The only way I see that being fixed is, let's say, for example, you stun one of the family members. Nobody can stun that family member for another, like, 30 seconds. Like, give the stun a cooldown, That's the only way I see that being fixed. Again, it hasn't happened to me yet. So, I've not been on the end of that little trick right there. I know where people are coming from, though, because in Friday the 13th, you could get stun locked, like, forever in Friday the 13th, and it used to be very annoying. But that's all I gotta say about the game. Other than that, like I said, I do enjoy the game very much. I totally recommend it, especially if you got friends that want to try it out as well. It is a very fun game, very team friendly. Actually, there's one more thing I have not brought up. In the technical test, when I first played, there were a lot of people who actually voice chatted because there is voice chat in that game. There's team voice chat. Everybody can talk in the lobby, and then once you're in the match, only your teammates can hear you. You can even type. If you're on controller, you could press right in the analog stick and start typing. If you're on PC, you could press T and start typing. Now that the full game is out, no one talks at all. The family players talk often, and if they don't talk, at least they hear you. The victim players do not speak a damn word. And it's very difficult to understand if that player hears me or not. There have been instances where I've been in matches, and I'll be like, hey, the door over here is open. Come this way. Where I'm at, the highlighted door, and the people won't come. They'll, they can't hear me. The only way I see that being fixed is add like a ping system or something to the game. Maybe pushing the left stick. I don't know. Because it is kind of lame when no one in the game is chatting. Or even if you don't have to chat, at least let your teammates know you can hear them. Type like a word in the game real quick or something like that, Like, yeah, I can hear you. That kind of stuff. Other than that, I think it's a great game. I've been having very much fun with it. I want to thank the team for letting me play the game during the technical test, letting me play the game as well for free with the key. Again, it's crossplay if you get it for PC, PS5, and both Series S and X Xboxes. I've been enjoying it very much. I will admit I've been enjoying it very much, and I can't wait to see what else they add to the game, considering there's a lot of movies they can take inspiration from. That's all I wanted to say. I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll hopefully see everyone next time. Have a good one, everybody.